Right, if you're watching this video, that means you're a local business owner who is looking to grow their business and their lead flow using Facebook ads, or you're already using Facebook ads and you're looking just for a tool or a better way to do it so that you can generate a higher return on investment. So if that's the case, you're in the right spot. My name is Pablo. I'm the founder of GetSimplified.com, and I've managed over $1.4 million in ad spend this year on local businesses just like you. So I promise you're in the right spot, and I'm not going to waste your time. Okay. So what I find the problem to be is a lot of local businesses don't actually have a process to actually manage, test, run, scale, kill ads, right? A lot of the times you're on YouTube, and probably where you found this video, and but most of the time you go on YouTube, you do some strategies that someone taught you, you run up one ad set, you put up some creatives, you film some stuff, and then a week later you check your ad manager after you spent $200, $300, even $500, maybe $1,000, who knows what your budget is, and you got little to no results, right? I know that feeling can be pretty demoralizing. In fact, I've had that same feeling when I started running Facebook ads, but it does not need to be hard. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact tool that I share with my clients and that I use personally to manage my campaigns, test new ad creatives, test new ad copy, as well as giving you guys basically like the secret sauce to ad copy, right? And the 8 life forces that I include in the tool. I won't share that now, but we'll get into that, okay? So before we actually get started there, I think it's probably important to understand, in case you don't run ads, or maybe you do, but you just need a quick refresher on what the structure of an ad campaign actually looks like. So let's go ahead and do that, okay? So let's share my screen. Okay, so if you guys can see it, perfect. So this is pretty much the ad structure for really any platform, but in this case, since we're talking about Facebook ads, this is for Facebook ads, right? And so we have three things, all right, rather like blocks that we can really break this into. Number one is the campaign, right? So this is where we set the objective. And the way you really want to think about a campaign is it's going to be like the thing that you're advertising, and everything under is just under that block, right? So for example, in the campaign, the objective can be awareness, it could be sales, it could be leads, it could be traffic. It's all these different things. But if you're a local business looking to generate leads, more than likely you'll always choose leads, which is what I recommend. If you're generating leads, choose leads. Okay, so that's the objective. And under the campaign, you'll notice you have ad sets. And in this case, inside of the ad set is really where we target the person we want receiving our ads, right? So this is where we choose our demographic, their gender, their age, where they live, where they're at, like in terms of demographics. So this is really where you can get pretty detailed in terms of targeting. And also we set our budget here. And so again, depending on how much you're spending and how you want to break this up. By the way, I'll give an example right here in a bit. So that's all you need to know about ad sets, right? Who do we want this ad to go to? How much are we spending? And that's pretty much it, right? Just to keep it really simple. And then we also see the ads, right? So the ads is basically what the end consumer sees, right? It's the image, it's the video, it's the ad copy, it's the call to action. This is all on the ad level, okay? Does this make sense so far? Should be pretty simple. Cool. So that's the structure. Really quickly, let me go over to a quick example. So in this case, let's say I'm an online coach, right? This is the example I'm using. And the challenge or the offer that I'm doing is a lose 10 pounds in 10 days free ebook. I don't think that's possible. I really don't think that's healthy, but that's just the example I'm using, right? Lose 10 pounds in 10 days for an ebook. But let's say we want to invest $3,000 this month in this program, or rather this campaign, right? And so 3,000 divided by 30 is $100 per day. Okay, so like I mentioned in the ad set level, this is where we're doing our targeting. So on the left side here, we have moms over 30 who live in the wealthiest zip codes, right? And so in the ad manager, I would literally target parents, right? That's like the interest. I would choose gender being woman, and their age bracket, I can do 30 plus to, let's say, 50. And then zip codes, I could target the wealthiest zip codes, right? And what I would just do is just go on ChatGPT. If this is you, right? For whatever reason, let's say you're a coach and this is what you're doing, that's what you would do, okay? So that's one ad set. That's one group of targeting that we would go after, okay? And then the second ad set would be women, let's say 25 to 50, who are interested in wellness, personal growth. So as you can see, these are two different interests. Probably not the best example, but hopefully you see the point that at the ad set level is where we're targeting different avatars / different angles. Okay. And again, I mentioned budget here. Let's say in this case, we want to test $50 per day on this one here, women 25 to 50. And then this one being moms over 30, that would be also $50 a day, making $100 per day. Okay. And then each side of each ad set, we have our ad creatives, right? So we have ad 1, ad 2, ad 3, ad 4. I won't get into like strategies in this video. In case you guys want to see that in the future, let me know. But really, I just want to give you guys the quick breakdown so that the tool that I'm about to show you guys does make sense, okay? So if this makes sense, wherever you're at, virtual thumbs up or nod your head, this makes sense. Obviously, I can't see you, but that makes me feel better. All right, here we go. So this is our meta ads media planning template. And by the way, depending on where you're watching this, it's going to be either somewhere in like the description or just comment down below. I'll send it over to you so you can use it. But so as you can see here, we have our home base. So where we house our campaigns, our angles, our hooks, our ad copy, our ad creatives, our audience, persona, and then 8 light forces. And then as a bonus, I threw in there ad copy frameworks. Okay. So let me just show you an example. Let's go back and use the drop 10 pounds in 10 days ebook. Right. So what we'd want to do here is under campaigns, we can create a new one. Right. And so we can call it, like I said, 10 pounds. Let's go ahead. 10 pounds in 10 days ebook. Okay, that's a campaign name. Funnel placement. This is going to be top of funnel. Again, I won't really go into much detail of like strategy or how I would go about doing this, but if you guys do want to see that, just comment down below, like this video, whatever, and then I can that lets me know that you guys like this kind of stuff. Okay, cool. So we have campaign name, which is 10 pounds in 10 days ebook, and this is going to be top of funnel. Top of funnel. I guess I'll just go over it now. So there's really 3 phases of a funnel. There's top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. And the easiest way to think about it is top of funnel. These people don't know, like, or trust you yet, so selling to them is going to be fairly difficult, right? In fact, I'll just throw in a lot of businesses who run ads are only really running ads to sell their product. They're like basically running ads to say, buy from us, buy from us, buy from us. And what you're doing is you're only going for like the smallest portion of a market, which is 3% people who are ready to buy. And you're completely just avoiding the other people who are in information gathering mode and or solution aware, right? And so that's why I just personally, as a little nugget, would suggest giving something away for free as a lead magnet or something that provides value. Almost like this video. Okay, so this is top of funnel. Let's say I want to start this, let's say next Monday, right? Okay, cool. So we have this. This is in progress. So again, as you can see, as you start using more campaigns or start like running different offers, this is going to come really in handy because you can see all your campaigns that are running, the ones you haven't started, and the ones that you're drafting, right? So so that's why this is really cool. Okay, here's a really neat part. So when you open up the campaign name, you have a few different things. You have your ideation process. You have your assets and testing, assets that succeeded, and assets that failed. Okay, and why this is so important is because you want to think, okay, what angles might work for this offer? What audiences might work for this offer? Hooks, creative, ad copy, right? You just want to get that stuff down just so you don't have to keep it in your head, right? And so in this case, let's start with angles. I'm going to try to go on top of, on the fly, but let's say an angle is a statistic, right? So let's say, 80% of women don't know this trick. The secret trick that only experts know, right? Let's say that's one angle we choose, right, for this offer. Another one might be, I don't know. I'm running this for, trying to think. Maybe this might be a success story angle, right? And by the way, like some offers don't really have angles that you really need to test, but again, I just want to show you the functionality of this tool. So 80% don't know the secret trick that only experts know. Success story angles. Let's do a fear sells angle. This will make sense when I get to the 8 light forces. And so anyway, so those are the angles we want to test that we're just thinking about, right? We're not testing yet. We're just thinking about. And now let's do audiences. So this can be, like we mentioned, moms over 30 who live in the wealthiest I can't spell. I have my mic in front of me, so maybe, okay, wealthy zip codes. All right, now let's say women interested in I don't know, home goods. I'm just, again, just testing different things. Now let's say, we can even do like a male hook or like a male audience if you were doing two different segments of genders. So let's say men in 30 who are dads, right? So those are audiences that we're just thinking might work for this offer. And then hooks, this can be a hook that's inside the video if you're making video ads, or the way I like to think about it is the hook is like the first thing people read in the ad copy. And in my experience, actually, ad copy, yes, is important. You should test different ad copy, but the most important piece of ad copy is that headline, right? The hook, because David Ogilvy, one of the best copywriters, advertisers of all time, he said, I believe 88 cents or 80 cents to the dollar is spent on the headline. So in terms of leverage, you should really focus on the things that have the largest output. In this case, it would be the hook or headline rather than, let's say, the ad copy, right? And so let's just do like hook 1. Let's add hook 2, hook 3. Cool. Awesome. And then here are the ad creatives, right? And so I don't want to make this video too long, but let's say we have testimonial. Let's say we have ad text creative. Okay. Let's say we also have another kind of creative. We've seen like splits, workout with ad text. And so then you can start like, again, just putting as many ideas as you really want. And this is, again, a process that you can always just test and put here instead of, again, putting it in your notes app or having it on a piece of paper. You all have it here, and it's really awesome, okay? And then ad copy here, again, ad copy 1. Let's do ad copy 2, right? And the cool part about this, guys, is inside of creatives, what you're going to want to do is like link the URL from the Google Doc if you want, or you can place the image right in here. It's a super simple drag and drop, right? And then ad copy as well here. You can start writing your ad copy in here. So you can totally see how this would replace something like Google Docs or any other tool that you're using, the Notes app, whatever you're doing. This is really not only an efficient process, but effective because everything is in one place for you to know, especially if, let's say, you're doing it or you have someone on your team doing it. They can just use this tool, and there's always visibility across the entire team, okay? So cool. So now at this point, we got our ideation process done, right? We got the angles that we want to test, or that we got the angles that we have ideas for, our audiences, hooks, creatives, ad copy. And so now what we do is when we have all these ideas, what we want to then do now is test to see which assets might work and what might not, okay? So let's say in terms of angles, I can come here and I'm like, man, you know what? I think we're going to do, let's go with the fear sales angle. Like, let's try that angle, okay? So all we're going to do is get here, grab it, and drag it down. Cool. Okay, awesome. Now let's go to audiences. Let's say I want to test for sure moms over 30 who live in the wealthiest zip codes, and then let's say woman interested in home goods, right? Awesome. Okay. And then in terms of hooks, let's go over to hooks. I want to test hook 1. Let's do that. And then creatives, let's say I want to test for sure the ad creative, ad text creative, and the split workout with ad text. Okay. And then ad copy, keep it super simple, ad copy 1. Okay, cool. So now, as you can see, you're kind of getting an idea of where you can, how you can use this tool, again, just to keep everything really in one tool, okay? And I want to show you guys, by the way, what this looks like at the campaign level. Not the campaign level, the home level, because you can literally see here, angles, hooks, ad creatives, ad copy, audiences. Man, this is so cool. I hope you guys are seeing the value out of this. But let's say we're testing the fear sales angle, right? And let's say it didn't do well, our click-through rate's pretty low, our audience didn't resonate with it. So now we can know, okay, fear sales angle did not work. Let's move that over to failed. Now let's try success story, right? Now let's say hook 1, let's say that, again, did not work. It failed. But we started testing hook 3, and we actually found that it was working well. We're getting high click-through rates. People were opting in. We're getting some sales, some booked appointments. Okay, cool. Let's add that to success, right? And when you find something that succeeds, most of the time you want to replicate and you really go back and find, okay, what worked about this? And then you want to duplicate and test in that, right? And then ad creatives, again, let's say ad text creative worked really well. This one failed. Move that there. Ad copy, let's say ad copy worked. audiences. Let's say woman interested in home goods did not work. That failed. And then this one did work. Okay. And again, you can just keep adding stuff to test and ideate to find out what's working and how to make this better. And you can have everything, again, easily in a single pipeline with all your hooks, all your ad creative, all your ad copy, all in one spot. Okay. So really, really awesome. And again, if you want to see this at the campaign level, when you open up the campaign basically database, you can then see all the assets, all the ad creatives attached to this, all the angles, all the hooks, the audiences, right? But if you want to see more of a granular look, you can see, okay, what are the assets that failed? So I can see fear sales angle didn't work. This audience didn't work. Woman interested in home goods. The hooks, this one didn't work. This creative didn't work. Da 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 da. And then you can see which ones worked, right? So that one worked. Mom's over 30. Okay, cool. Hook 3 worked. Okay, awesome. Creative ad text creative. Cool. Let's create more variations to get more winning ad creatives, right? And so that is pretty much the entire system. I do want to throw in a little bonus too, because there's this great book. I recommend everyone reads it. It's called Cashvertising. And so what it goes through is 8 life forces. And the way this author puts it is these life forces are so powerful. They're desires that are responsible for more sales, you can see here, than all human wants combined. Learn them, use them, profit from them. And the 8 are survival, enjoyment of life extension, enjoyment of food and beverages, freedom from fear, pain, and danger, sexual companionship, comfortable living conditions, to be superior, winning, keeping up with the Joneses, care and protection of loved ones, and social approval, right? And so when you're creating ads, when you're creating your copy, your images, if you could touch on these things or why your product can cover one of these things, your ads are going to become not only more profitable, but they're going to hit the market right where they feel it, right? And so again, let's say in 10 pounds, the 10 pounds offer, right? Let's say if you lose those 10 pounds, you're going to enjoy your life better and you're going to live longer, right? That's a proven one, right? Sexual companionship, right? If you lose 10 pounds, again, we're aiming to lose more than 10 pounds, but if that's the case, you'll be more desirable in the dating market, right? When you'll find your sexual companion, or you'll make better love with your wife or husband, right? As an example. And then social approval as well, right? You get more fit, you feel better, people are going to see you as a higher status person. These are just examples. Again, that's really awesome. So that's there for you to use. And the last part is the ad copy frameworks, right? A lot of the times when I'm working with clients, they're like, where do I start? What kind of ad copy do I use? Here are just simple ad copy frameworks that are proven. We've used it, they work. And so here they are. Call out their desires, pains versus desires, paint the picture. I won't go through all of them. I've already been talking a lot, but I hope you guys have seen the value that I just want to give you guys, so that whether you're working with an agency right now and they're overcharging you, you could dump them and just do it yourself. And or if you're getting started, this is really going to give you a good foundation on how to run ads, how to test different assets, and again, have all the tools and not be charged $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 a month, whatever your marketing agency is charging you to pretty much do what shouldn't be nearly even close to $3,000 a month, right? Just to manage ads. And again, so here's all the stuff. Again, all the frameworks all in one place. I want to give it to you completely free. So if you guys enjoyed this, leave a thumbs up, comment down below. If you want this, again, comment below. I'll reach out to you and hand it over. And if you guys like stuff like this content, I'm pretty brand new to the content world. So I figured, hey, I think I have some stuff to share. And if you guys want more of it, comment down below. I've been saying comment a lot, but you get the point. Comment down below and I'll help you out. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope you guys got value out of this. And if you want this, comment down below. For the last time, I promise I'll send it over. All right, take care.